Let's see if this is working. Yes, we are live. Okay, welcome to another SwiftUI tutorial. Well, it is a live stream that we will cover SwiftUI text fields. Yes, we are going to talk about advanced SwiftUI text fields. So let me know if the audio and the video is okay. And let's just start off by letting me know where you are from inside the chat. So I do have the chat enabled right over here. And yeah, let me know where are you from and what questions do you have about SwiftUI. Today we're going to talk about SwiftUI text fields. And as you can see, we are going to build out this nice NEUMORPHIC design. And yeah, we are going to style this text field, and we are also going to implement text field validation. So really cool stuff going on today for the next half an hour, maybe an hour. And yeah, go ahead and let me know where are you from inside the chat. Until everybody comes up, let me just remind you about Dev Factory, and that is at rebeloper.com/mentoring. So if you do have any questions about SwiftUI, or if you have a bug in your code, or if you want me to help you out with SwiftUI questions, or even UIKit ones for that matter, so iOS questions, go ahead and apply now for a 60-minute Zoom call on rebeloper.com/mentoring. Hey Daniel, welcome. Daniel is from Israel, really nice. Agota, hello Alex, says, just a second. Nice. Okay, so yes, go ahead and type in the chat where are you from, and maybe if you do have a SwiftUI question, I am here for you in this live stream. Okay, so Dev Factory, usually people come here for learning SwiftUI, but I have clients who just want to fix a bug in their code. So yeah, it is at rebeloper.com/mentoring, Dev Factory one-on-one Zoom call with yours truly. And today we are going to talk about SwiftUI text fields. So let's get started. Hi Hardeep from India, welcome. Let's see, I have already started a brand new Xcode project, and let me just select iOS and iPhone 12 as our device. So this is what we are going to build out. Let me just give you a little tour. So let's just delete what we have in this text field, and let's just start typing in like support@rebeloper.com. Okay, and as you saw, whenever we get that validation that indeed this is an email address, then the actual email address will turn from red to this really nice gray, and the login button will appear. Of course, this does nothing. Basically, whenever I tap on the login, the keyboard will be dismissed. So yeah, you will learn that also. Jorgen Andreas, Dublin. Okay, welcome from Dublin, Jorgen. Okay, so yes, and whenever I tap on here, we are coming back and forth. Okay, also we are going to, on the side, learn how to create this cool neumorphic design. Okay, so first thing first, as usual, I get rid of the hello world text and add in a VStack. Okay, that's the first thing I ever do, and usually I just add a spacing right over here, spacing, and for now let this be of 24. I usually add 12, but I like this to be spaced more. So a spacing of 24 is okay, and I will just push everything up with a spacer. Yeah, that's a default. So next up, we want to add in here a text field. Why not? So text field, and we are going to use a lot. So first of all, let me just type this out, because as you saw, there are a lot of auto completions for our text field, but I want to take it step by step so you better understand which part is which. So first of all, we want to add a placeholder, and that will be enter email. Okay. And let's add these 3 dots right over there. Okay, that's enter email for the placeholder. Then we want to add a text, and that will be a binding for our text field. And let's just create here a private state. I do have this code snippet already, but it's just at state private var, and let's just go email here, and the value will be an empty string. So now we can bind it. So $email, and then yeah, this is okay. So if we just run this, you will see that we already have a text field. It has an enter email. It will be right on top somewhere here. Let's just wait for this to build. But yeah, and as you can see, there it is. Now, by the way, if the simulator doesn't pop the keyboard up, and it won't by default, then all you have to do is just hit Command K. So also Command K will hide it and unhide it. Okay. Yeah, that's it. I already can see that we also need a space padding here, padding for our text field. Okay, that's one thing. And yeah, if we just have this, that's still okay. But we are going to take it a step further. What we are going to do is, yeah, let's just go ahead and add this email in, well, the binding, the state variable, into a text. And let's just add it after our text field, and the text will have that email. And let's make this a bold one. And yeah, basically that's it for now. We are going to add in some more stuff later on, but yeah, that's it for now. So let's just start typing in support, and yeah, there we go. We have our text field added, and it is bind to the email state variable, which in turn is added to the text. Of course, the text is updated automatically once the state changes for our email, you know, this email. Okay, so let's move forward and let's take a look at what else can we have in this text field. And the first thing that we have is on editing change. So on editing changed. Okay, so on editing changed, we want to add in here 2 parentheses like that, and yeah, we want to add in here changed and in. Okay, you can safely omit the 2 parentheses that are behind and forward, well, that have the changed inside of them. And what we want to do here is just print out on editing changed, and let's see how and when that is triggered. So on editing changed, and let's just add in here changed. Let's hit Command R again and see what this actually means. Okay, so there we go. On editing changed, it means that we are editing, and now let's just type something. Well, nothing has changed, but if I hit a return, you can see that on editing changed is set to false. Now you might want to use this to your advantage. This is on editing changed. And finally, we want to add on commit, but as auto completion will do itself, we just want to add this new 2 parentheses right over here and just print out on commit. Okay, and let's do the build and run again, and let's see what that does. So there we go. Let's just type something, no matter what. Let's just hit return, and as you can see, whenever we hit the return, that is when on commit was fired, and on editing changed only after that. So we just changed the editing to false. We are no longer editing the text field. So yeah, that is the order in which these are fired. Okay, now it's time to style this a little bit, because yeah, as you can see, it's not that good. All we have is enter email, and this is just the default one. So let's start styling this. And the first thing that comes to mind is to add a text field style. So dot text field style, and let's just use the rounded rec border text field style. Let's not forget to initialize that, and let's hit Command R, and that will give our text field right over here, a really nice rounded border. Let's just type in here something, and as you can see, yeah, basically that's it. This is by default, but we want to move a little bit further. This is advanced text field in SwiftUI. That is what the title of this stream is. So let's just change the font. So let's just go font, and it doesn't really matter. You can add any type of font. You can just go with the title, but let me just add in here a system size. So system with the size of 16. That's kind of the same. So that's why I just chose this, but I'm just going to add in here bold. Okay, don't care about bold, and I don't care about the design. Okay. So let's hit Command R and see how that looks like. Now you can see it's a bold. Also the placeholder is bold, and also the text that we are adding in is bold. Okay, so let's add in some more here. So let's just go with our foreground color, and let's just use accent color. I don't know if you are aware of the accent color. Now you will, and you will learn some new tricks about the accent color. Basically, the accent color, the default accent color is, as you can see, it is blue. Now, that's why the buttons are blue, the toolbar items are blue, you know, on the navigation bar that you are setting it. That is why we have all of this in blue. But you can style this also, and you just want to go to the assets, and as you can see here we have an accent color. Let me just copy that out, so the actual string there, delete this, and let's create a new color set. Let's just paste it in there. So yeah, it has to be named accent color. So let's just copy, select both of them, and let's select here a new accent color, and let's choose system indigo color. Really, really nice. Okay, let's move back, and now build and run again. And whenever you want to use accent color, or whenever you just initialize a button, you will see that that is what is used. So yeah, let us just add that button right over there, and yeah, that will be our login button. So let's just go and create that button under the email. So the text of the email, that will be a button, and let's just go with an action. And the action, well, let's just print out here login. Okay, and for the label, well, for the label, let's just have here a text, and I will just style it real quickly. So text login. Let's just go with the bold, and let's just, well, bold is enough for now. We are going to do the NEUMORPHIC design just later. So as you can see, now we have the login as this really nice accent color, and we already have 6 likes. Well, thank you very much. If you haven't already liked the video and you do enjoy the teaching style, go ahead and like it, because that way YouTube will show it to developers like you are. So yeah, they might take advantage of this knowledge also. So yeah, go ahead, share it or like it, and if you haven't already subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe already. Okay, and hit that notification bell. Okay, so we got our foreground color covered. Now what else do I want to add in here? Well, as you can see, if I just type in here, we get this like the normal, the default keyboard. Now I want to change that. I want to have another type, like email. I want to enter here the email. So whenever I tap on this text field, I want the kind of the email address keyboard. And that is just another view modifier called keyboard type. And if you just add a dot here, you will see that here we have all of that. So decimal pad, default, email address, number pads, phone pad. Go ahead and check them out. They are really, really awesome. And they are not quite used. So let's just go with email address. That is what we want right now. So let's hit Command R again. And yeah, while we are at it, just chat, go ahead and take a look at the chat. And yeah, Let me know where are you from. So now you see that we have this @ sign over here. So this is the email address keyboard type. Really, really nice. So let's start typing in here. So support. And as you can see, it's capitalized, but I don't want to have that. Nobody has a capitalized email address. So let's take care of that. Another view modifier is auto capitalization, and the style. You can have all characters, none, sentences, words. In our case, none is what we want. So let's hit Command R again, and let's take a look at it. Really, really nice. ER, whatever. So now it's not auto capitalized. Okay, now let's add in some paddings, because after that I'm going to add a background, and yeah, we do need paddings for that. And usually I just add a little bit more padding to the sides and much less on the horizontal padding. So let's just go padding and horizontal 12 and dot padding, and here comes the vertical, the smaller, and that is 8. Okay, we won't see anything, so I'm just not going to build and run this, but I'm going to add in a background. So let's just go and background, and let this be of color. I don't know, let's just have it as red, because I'm going to remove it immediately. Let's just see how this looks like. Really, really nice. Okay, so this is yeah, if you remove the padding, that red box will be much, much smaller, just containing the text. Okay, so instead of this red background, I want to have something else. So I want to have a rounded rectangle, and yeah, let's just go rounded rectangle with the corner radius. Let's just go with a corner radius of 8, why not? And then I want to fill that with some content, and that content will be a color of, let's say, system gray 5. I think that will be okay. So let's see how this looks like at the moment. Taking shape, really nice. Let's just tap on it and add in some text there. Looks a lot better already. But I want to take this to another step further. So I want to add a stroke to our background. And of course, for the rounded rectangle, if you have been playing around, you will find out that you can only have one modifier. So for another modifier, we are going to add an overlay, and that overlay will be again a rounded rectangle. So rounded rectangle with a corner radius of 8, so kind of the same. And here we are going to add a stroke, and that stroke will have a color, and let's just go with system gray, and in our case I think a 3 will be so a little bit more darker, a darker gray, and line width. So as you can see, it's automatically completing itself. Let's just go with the line width of 1. Let me just move this out of the way so we can see more code. So let's build and run again and see what we got till this point. Well, really nice. Okay, now all of this is okay, because yeah, we have typed this out, but I don't want to type this out over and over again. You know what I mean? So let's create a modifier for this. And to create a modifier, let's remove the content preview. I don't really care about that. So we are going to create a struct, and I will just call this, well, I will just go ahead and call it NEUMORPHIC text field modifier. Currently it won't be NEUMORPHIC, but yeah, you will see that in just a second. Okay, so yeah, let's just add it right over here, and struct and NEUMORPHIC text field modifier. Okay, and that will be a view modifier. All it needs is to have a body, so a body, there we go. And now we can just go with the content and copy out all of this stuff. So what we already have in here. So oh, I didn't grab the dot. So let's just hit Command X and just add it right over there. And now we can just use a modifier. So let's see, dot modifier and NEUMORPHIC text. And I have to have that field as a capital F and right over here also. And basically what will this do is the same thing. So we have the same thing, but we can reuse this modifier. But I will take this even a step further. We are going to create a view extension. So, well, an extension to the view. So we have this view modifier as an actual view modifier. So we don't have to add it into the modifier view modifier. Hope that was clear. Okay, so let's go ahead and create an extension of view. There we go. And that extension will have, let's create a function, and that is NEUMORPHIC TextField. Of course, currently it's not NEUMORPHIC, but it will be. And let's just add in here, well, currently let's just have some view, so it will return some view, and all we have to do is just go modifier and NEUMORPHIC TextField modifier. Yeah, and how easy was that? So now we can use this right over here. So let me just comment this out and hit dot NEUMORPHIC TextField. Let's hit Command R again, and it's the same thing. Much nicer. It's like bold or padding. Really nice. Okay, that is great. So let's move forward and let's kind of create. Yeah, let's not go to the NEUMORPHIC style just yet. I want to go on and create a validation, because currently we are just showing this login button, which we shouldn't, because we don't have any email entered. Also, we should validate that email. And let's just do that before we do all of this fancy stuff. Okay, so let's create a new state variable right here. So private state, so at state private var, and let's just go is valid email. Oh, we have already 8 likes. Really nice. Thank you very much. So let's see if we can beat our record from last time. I believe it was 18 likes. So 10 likes to go. Go ahead and like this video. It helps with the YouTube algorithm, as you already know by now. Yeah, I would be really grateful for that. It would be awesome. Email is valid. First of all, that is false. So the default value for email is valid false. So how can we check if this, first of all, let's just go ahead and hide the email text if email is not valid. So if email is valid, only then, show, not the text, sorry, only then show the login button. Okay, so let's do that. Let's comment that. Let's paste that in. Okay, so if we build and run now, we won't see the actual login button. So what do we want to do? Well, we want to listen to the states of this email variable, and that is easy to do. We just go on the text field, and all we have to do is just listen to the on change. So on change. Now this is SwiftUI 2.0 stuff, so this is new stuff, and we want to add in an equatable email is, so there we go, and we want to perform something, and equatable, we can just go value. It could be email also, but yeah, let's just go with value. Why not? Hey, Untramp, hello from Russian students. Oh, you're a Russian student. Really nice. Cool. Let me know what you are learning. Is it SwiftUI or UIKit? Really eager to find that out. Okay. Here we have our values. So now whenever this email changes, we can check the value. And yeah, let's just go if value dot contains, oh, we need the dot there, contains, and we want to see for an @ and, oh, sorry, not that, two and signs there, and if the value contains maybe .com. So yeah, you have to come out with your validation rules, but basically that's it. So in this case, is email is valid email, then we set this to true. And otherwise, because yeah, you see, you know, we still can delete some stuff. So after this does not apply, we want to set this is valid email to false. Okay, let's check this out. So yeah, really one-step email validation. So let's just start typing here and support, still nothing, at rebeloper.com. And now whenever I type com, all of the validation was okay. So now the actual login button appears. So what's next? Well, we want to have the support, you know, the text right over here, to have a foreground color according to is this an email valid or not. So let's just go with a foreground color. And here is valid email. We are going to have a ternary operator right over here. So if the email is valid, we just want to go with a color and dot system gray. Let's just go with 2, system gray 2. Otherwise, we want to have a dot red. So yeah, it's not right. You still have to add in a valid color, valid email. So support, as you can see, it's still red. So that's one part of the validation, rebeloper.com. And now whenever the email is valid, we have that login button appear and also the support, also the text field. Really, really nice. Okay, so yes, let's move forward. What do we want to do? Well, let's take care of the login button altogether. So whenever I tap on login, currently it's just typing, printing out login, but I want to show you how you can hide the keyboard, because yeah, whenever you tap on a text field, it shows the keyboard, but how do we actually hide it programmatically? Well, we have to create an extension for that, and that extension will be again on the view. So let's just scroll all the way down here. Hello Gecko, will you leave this video on the channel? Yes, I will. So all of these streams will be available on the channel. Also check out the link in the description for the resources, if there will be any, of course. It's just one link to my site. You just sign up and you have all the resources for my YouTube, for the videos on my YouTube channel. So let's create this extension, okay, on the view itself. And I will name this function hide keyboard. Okay, and basically that's it. We are going to hide the keyboard. And we are going to use UIKit. If you haven't already known this, SwiftUI is built upon UIKit, and it's not replacing it, it's built upon it. And yeah, it just makes our lives as developers much, much easier. So we can access UIKit. So yeah, this will be quite long. And before we do that, Uncramp is saying, you know, the student from Russia, and by the way, 10 likes. Thank you very, very much. Let's break our record, 18 likes. Let's see if we can do 19 today. Okay, I would be really, really grateful for that. So Uncramp says, I've been using UIKit, but now I'm really interested in SwiftUI to get the difference and to be in trend. Really like your streams. I hope more people will join and subscribe. Yes, I do hope many people will join the right streams, because these SwiftUI tutorials are such gems, you know, really cool tips and tricks, like not just, okay, this is a VStack and this is how you just put it up. Really nice tips and tricks from the source, you know, from me. Okay, so hide keyboard. Let's just access UI application dot shared. Yeah, I told you this will be a long one. Send action, and the action will be UI responder. L, I've used them and learned a lot from you, but what is an extension? Okay, so let me just type this out and I will explain what an extension is. Okay, resign first responder. Okay, this is what we want to have here, and we can just remove that. Okay, so I think that's it. No, we need to add this into a selector. So let's move back. As you can see, this is a selector. So at selector Objective-C method, and then UI responder dot and become first responder. Now it's really nice. You have that nice blue color there, and everything else is nil. So nil, nil, and nil. Okay, so the question was, what is an extension? Well, in this case, we have an extension for the view. So we are adding more functionality to the view. And in this case, we are adding this function, which we can call from inside a view. So extension, more functionality to whatever we are extending to. And because we are here inside a view, then we can just use it on the button. And instead of printing logging in, I'm just going to hide the keyboard. Let's see that. Gecko is saying, I learned a lot from your videos. You teach SwiftUI in a way very clear and simple. Could you do videos on Firebase in SwiftUI? Yeah, I was thinking about creating videos on, by the way, thank you very much for the the praise. And yes, I was thinking about creating SwiftUI stuff with Firebase. It's in the works. If you do want to know a lot, like really advanced stuff in SwiftUI, you might want to check out my site. And let me just move back to rebeloper.com and go ahead and check out SwiftUI Camp. So yeah, currently it's on the waiting list, so you have to wait for that to be open. It will be open in about a month or maybe even earlier. But yeah, go ahead and check it out. SwiftUI Camp, store.rebeloper.com/SwiftUI-camp. And yeah, this is all about data handling and connected with Firebase. So if you haven't already joined the waiting list, do so, because this will be awesome. Okay, so let's move forward. Thank you, Kako, for the good suggestion. Here we go. Hide keyboard. Yes, let's just add in here some stuff. So support at rebeloper.com. Okay, now the login button is there. So now if I tap on it, it should dismiss, but it's not dismissing it. Hide keyboard. What's going on? Let's see. This is really strange. So shared send action. Really interesting. Okay, well, I will take a look at this and just let's see if on my demo project is that way that it is. It is. That is really strange. Yeah, Xcode does this sometimes when we are jumping onto UIKit, but yeah, it should work. So go ahead and yeah, maybe you relaunch Xcode. I'm leaving it as is because I'm pretty sure that this is how we can hide the keyboard from, well, no, not become first, resign first responder. So resign first responder. Yeah, become first responder means that we are becoming the first responder of that text field. Yeah, now it will be okay. So support at rebeloper.com. There we go. And now login. Okay, resign first responder. That is what we want. Shambo, yeah, I sorry, I just butchered your name there. Yes, sir. So yeah, do you mean about the Firebase in SwiftUI? Let me know. Shambhu, Prajapati. Okay, let's move forward. Yes, so what else do we want to add in here? Well, let's just add, I think next up we should be able to add this NEUMORPHIC style. So let's start off by adding some colors here. And don't just close the video just yet, because we are going to also talk about how to style the text field. So yeah, this is not just an extra thing, this is just the next step. Okay, so let's just add in these colors, and I'm just going to add in an extension for the colors. So again, an extension for color, so we can use it later on. And I'm going to add in 4 colors, and that will be a static let, a light shadow. And you will see how all of this comes up and why I have this light shadow right over here. So we do want to have the one with the let's see, green, red, green, and the blue. Now these should be doubles, and basically the light shadow will be a white one, but I'm having it right over here so you can understand how I'm creating these colors. So 255 divided by 255, and the same goes for green and blue. Okay, let's just copy and paste that right over there. Okay, next up, so let's create some more, like copy and pasting. Actually 4, and we have a dark shadow, and let me just see here, 163, the green will be 177 and 198. Okay, I got a cheat here. I don't remember all of these by heart. Now we have a background. That will be our background, and this is 224, the green 229, and the blue 236. Okay, and finally our NEUMORPHIC text color. NEUMORPHIC text color. Okay, so 132, the green 132, and again blue 132. Okay, so we got our colors. Really nice. So I want to explain how this NEUMORPHIC stuff works, and I'm going to add our logo. So let's just find that. Work, resources, let's just go resources and logo. There we go. And I'm just going to add this to the assets right over there. Let's just go. Okay, so now that's that. L is asking, why divide by 255? Does that make it a double? Yes, it does actually. Whenever you divide some number by another number, so integer by another integer, you will automatically get a double. So the compiler infers that this is a double. That is the default way of doing it. So this 257 is actually the colors. Yeah, if you just take a look at Photoshop or whatever, you will see that this number between 0 and 1 is actually 257, so 0 till 257, and the red and the green and the blue goes through all of those, and yeah, this is how we get those colors. Atozi says, what's the difference between static let and just let? Okay, so static let means that we can access it by just going color dot and light shadow. That is why static means that you can access it. You don't have to initialize the color, for example. If you just go with let, you have to initialize the actual struct here, the color, and then you can get the light shadow. Whenever we don't use static, we might want to use singletons, but I don't really recommend them. So yeah, it's not a good practice to use singletons. In that case, you would just go, let's say, color dot shared dot and shared with 2 parentheses and then dot light shadow. But yeah, this is just easier to do so. Al says, man, I love that I can ask you questions. Yes, I do love that you are asking questions. I'm really eager to give you these answers, and yeah, maybe you give me feedback of how I'm doing. Hopefully I'm doing great. Okay, so we got our colors, and yeah, let's just use them on that image. So that image should be, let me just remind you of what we are building out today, because maybe you just joined not that early. And yes, this is what we are going to finalize today. As you can see, we have that logo right over there with the NEUMORPHIC. Okay, hopefully you are like, oh, that is so cool, because I was when I first saw this. Okay, so well, the NEUMORPHIC style. Okay, we want to add in an image here, so image and logo. Okay, and of course we want to go resizable, and then let's just give it well, I would just go with the rendering mode of template before the frame. So after resizable, we would just add a frame, but I'm going to go with a rendering mode dot, and you can just choose template or original. I would just choose template because I do want to tint it with some color. So rendering mode dot template, and then a frame of width. Oh, sorry, width and height. The width will be 150. Just a second. And we already have 12 likes. Well, thank you very much. Go ahead and smash that like button. Let's break our record. So 18 likes is our record. Let's go to 19. One more like, one more like than our record. That would be tremendous. Okay, so we got our frame. And then we want to play around with the foreground color, so, and the shadow. So the play is with the shadow. So let me just have some more space so you can see actually what I'm typing in here. So the foreground color will be actually the background color that we set up. So yeah, it's not the background color. It is this light blue color. So as you can see, it should be the same, like it's just stamped out from the screen. Okay, so we have our foreground color for our image, and also don't forget that we need rendering mode as template. Now we want to play around with the shadow. So shadow, we are going to use the one with the color radius X and Y. So the color will be our dark shadow, first of all, dark shadow, radius, and yeah, these are like these magic numbers, so I just tweak them and just add it in there. But yeah, 3, 2, and 2. Okay, so let's add in another shadow, and that will be the opposite. So light shadow, and also the radius and the X and Y value will be opposite. The radius, yeah, it shouldn't be smaller than 0. Okay. Let's see how this looks like, and yeah, it should be fine. So yes, it goes okay, it's fine, but let's move this a little bit further. So let's add in here the background color, because that will make it look really nice. So what I'm doing here is just create a Z stack. There we go, and just copy all of this out. Now let's just scroll all the way down and copy everything. Okay, restack, make sure that we are good, and let's just add in here a color. So color dot, and let's use the background and ignores safe area, so we don't have to worry about the safe area. And let's build and run, and now it's much better. Take a look at that. Okay, so basically that's it. We have this foreground color and shadow, but I want to use this actually on the text field. So let's just type here something. So support at rebeloper.com. Okay, so this is kind of okay, but we should take this to the next level. We should create a new, actually NEUMORPHIC text field modifier. Okay, so let's just scroll down if you haven't already done so. And now instead of having this background, so let's just comment that out. The padding is okay for the text field. We want to add in a new NEUMORPHIC modifier. But let's just use, I'm not going to add it right over here with the shadows. I want to make it reusable. So what I'm going to do is create another view modifier. So struct, let me just have some more space here. And I will call this NEUMORPHIC modifier. Okay, neumorphic modifier, and that will be our view modifier. As you already know, we need to add in the body, so body, there we go. And let's just add some things to the content. Well, that will be neumorphic modifier. Well, first of all, let's take care of the foreground. So foreground color will be our neumorphic text color. Okay, so we are having the text color here because we are going to add it onto other elements besides the image. That's why I just show you that image. It's not going to use this modifier, so the image is not going to use that. So we have our neumorphic text color. That's great. And then we are going to add the background color. So color dot background. That's great. Then we are going to add those two shadows. So let me just copy those out so we don't have to type all of that out. Okay, let's see. And let's add those shadows right over there. And let's create our extension as, let's see. I think that I would just go func neumorphic. Okay, this will return some view. And modifier, neumorphic modifier. Okay, so now we can just go ahead and add it right over here. So neumorphic. So let's see how this looks like. So yeah, as you can see, now we have that text field added right over there. So support at rebeloper.com. Okay, Roman is saying hello and thank you. Where are you from, Roman? And if you do have some questions, go ahead and leave them in the chat. Okay, and smash that like button. Please, please, please. We want to reach a new record. So 19 likes, and currently we have 12 likes. So it would be awesome, also for the algorithm. Okay, so that's great. But the rounded corners, what about the rounded corners? Well, let's just add them. So we are going to add it right over here. And let me just add rounded, like corner radius, sorry. Corner radius, and let's add corner radius of 8. Let's see how this looks like. Okay, fair enough, that's great, but I want to show you how you can add a variation of a corner radius. So whenever you are going to go like neumorphic, you can set the corner radius. Also with this, you will also be able to set the radius, whatever you like, the background color. You just add in a new variable there. So let's start off by modifying our neumorphic modifier, and let's just add in a variable, and that is corner radius, and that is a CG float, and let's just add it right over there. So this will be universal. Jorgen is asking, can you, yeah, we have more. So trash bag travelers. Hey Rebeloper, always like it when your videos come up in search for a problem I have. Very good content. Well, thank you very much, and you're welcome. Jorgen's asking, can you show how to make a text field first responder when the view appears? Yes, so you just want to go, let's just do that. Well, let's do that after we finish with adding the corner radius variable right over here. So currently we are missing corner radius right over here. So what we want to do is just add it on the function call itself. So CG float, and just add it right over there. Okay, but now we will still have an error, and that is right over here. It's still missing. So we need a corner radius also on this modifier. So let's just grab it from here. Hope this is self-explanatory. So we are just adding this value right over there. Let's hit Command B again because yeah, now we need to add it right on this view extension. There we go. let's just add it right over there. And where that comes from? We're from here. So CG float. And let's hit Command B again. Of course, it will fail because now we have to add the neumorphic text field with a corner radius of, and let's go for 8, with 8 for now. Okay, so let's hit Command R, and now we should see the same thing, but now we can just change this to 16 because, yeah, why not? I like that. Oh, I just deleted all of that. So I like that much more rounded corner, really. So it's not fully rounded, it's not a capsule, it's just really a tiny stuff. Okay, so can we show how to make text field first responder when the view appears? Okay, so what we want to do is just go and create a new, I think this will work, so it should work. So become first responder, and let's just name this become first responder. Okay, so become first responder, and let's see, maybe this will not work actually. Let's see. So on appear, let's just go right over here. On appear, let's see. So become first responder, but who should become the first responder? I don't really know. So let's see. Well, it doesn't work. So let's have this added onto our text field. Become first responder. Well, it seems that it's not working. Well, I will have to take a look at this, and yeah, maybe I'll just add this onto the GitHub repository later on. But yeah, it's something about becoming first responder. Or maybe you should just add, well, a value onto the, well, currently I don't know, but I will find it out. Okay, it says you should have hundreds of likes. With your help over the years, I've been able to learn SwiftUI and make a pretty successful app. Well, congratulations with the app, and yeah, I'm really glad that I can help. Okay, so where we are at, I know where we are at. We are at 19 likes, a new record. Thank you very much. So from now on, any new like is just a bonus. So yeah, go ahead and smash that like button, and thank you very much. Okay, so let's move forward and let's see. Well, sorry about the become first responder. I will check that out later on. Okay, let's see. Yes, so next up, and finally, we want to go and style this text, well, the button. And to do that, we are also going to use the neumorphic view modifier. So first of all, let's add in some paddings. So padding, and let's see, dot horizontal, and let's add in here 24. Let's make this really large, and then a padding on the vertical, and let's leave it as 8 also. Okay, and now let's just go neumorphic with a corner radius, and let's just go with only 12. Okay, so yeah, it's taking shape. Now we just go ahead and type support at rebeloper.com, and as you can see, it's just changing from red to that gray, and we have this really nice login button, and if we tap on that login button, we will be able to dismiss that. And take a look at how nice this animation is. So I'm tapping on it, really nice, and releasing it. Awesome. Okay, and yeah, basically that's it for today. And if you do have any questions, go ahead and ask them in the chat or the comments down below. I will be eager to well, answer them if I can. And if you already haven't done so, go ahead and check out our mentoring. So you can just apply for a 16 minutes of one-on-one Zoom call, And of course, with me, if you do have any bugs or if you do want to start off learning SwiftUI from scratch, many of my students just wanted to learn SwiftUI from scratch as I teach them. So take it step by step along the way. Yeah, this is a great opportunity. Or if you do have a bug in your code, then that's also a good opportunity for this mentoring. So it's rebeloper.com/mentoring. And that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you tomorrow because, as you already know, I just promised that I will come live all week long. Well, because of SwiftUI Camp, which is already, it does have students. We have this on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I couldn't make it. I couldn't make the live because I was doing SwiftUI Camp. Because of that, I will be doing lives tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. So also on the weekend. So we will have those 5 live streams for this week that I promised you. So yeah, but go ahead and check out rebeloper.com/mentoring. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I will see you in the next video.